Alright, apologies for the unusually long and protracted wait between starting the stream and actually doing anything, but well, long story short, I got held up by a couple of things, but that should be taken care of for the time being. Well, not completely, but I'll worry about the other thing later. There's no reason for me to put too much stock into one of those other things at this precise moment. But what I might put a little bit of stock now, at least, is the fact that I'm here. So let me see. Quick peek to make sure everything's working acceptably, and it looks like it is. I find it a little weird that I can turn on the, album artwork here on the screen now, but like, I don't know what changed between the way the music be a plugin that controls the data that gets fed into that, like how it works now versus how it used to work, I guess, before I did the latest reinstall. So now when the even when the song is not playing, the text thing that you see a readout of the data that actually pertains to the track does disappear. Like if I stop this right now, the text is gonna go away. Yeah, but for some reason the picture is still there. That didn't used to be the case. The picture used to disappear along with the text, but it no longer does, so I guess it's just more convenient to not have that on the screen. So I basically just forget about it, and then I stop the music, and I either have to remember to do an extra click so I can turn it off, or it just stays there, and it's kind of a distraction, I don't know. Anyway. Distraction, which I suppose no longer applies to the playlist that I have. Since I kind of dodged, not intentionally mind you, but did end up somehow dodging streaming for most of the actual confines of Spooky Month, I no longer have to feel like a fraud if I don't have like a spooky themed playlist, kind of. Can just have whatever comes on. But of course that is not to say, as I probably did mention earlier, at some point or another, let's say that the remainder of the year, as I've done it on past occasions, is not just spooky seasons by extension. Did we learn nothing from old Victorian tradition, Henry James? I want to say Hawthorne, well, Dickens probably, yeah. Dickens definitely sees that as an example. I don't remember if Mother even applies. For what I'm talking about right now, it's just a name that came to mind. Maybe M.R. James would also be another James to which that kind of thing could be ascribed. I don't know if he has any specific examples of like spooky stuff that's associated with that specific season anyway, but let's not talk about that anymore. Let's talk about what we're gonna do right now, which is launch this video game, which you probably already know what it is. If you've seen the stream metadata and or you've been around here for a long time, this may seem a little familiar. We'd have to interrupt Shadowgate 64, unfortunately, which, is another game that I did play on stream a long time ago. Very long time ago, actually, like early, predecessor Twitch account days, but now this is not quite as old of a playthrough on this channel, I'm pretty sure, or on any of my channels that I kind of hopped among for a few years before I guess I'm sort of just settled in this one until something really stupid comes along to make me not want to do that anymore, which, hopefully will not happen. I think I've become sufficiently complacent to not rousing the dumb beast of dumb administration and dumb copyright policies and whatever else. That probably will not happen, unless like the whole website goes down, which, at this point, anything's possible. Let's just put it that way. Let's not discount any possibilities, but no, this is Heretic and Hexen, two games which did play on here in the past, both in their vanilla forms and the expansions that were released for their vanilla forms quite a long time ago. You can see the dates for that on here, as a matter of fact. Shadow of the Serpent Riders. Well, Shadow of the Serpent Riders, that was, yeah, I guess this does include that. For some reason, even though I'm pretty sure Heretic itself was one release, but Shadow of the Serpent Riders was a separate release. I don't remember if, like, Vanilla Heretic and Shadow of the Serpent Riders were released on the same year, though, even. Because I do want to say that Heretic original was, in fact, 1994. Huh. So hold on. I'm looking this up right now because it looks like Heretic Vanilla was December 23rd, 1994, as it says on the screen. However, this is a bit deceptive, I guess, because Shadow of the Serpent Riders, which has an expansion that added 2 episodes, was released on 1996, March 22nd. So I'm not sure why that's like conflated here, and yet on this side here we do have Hexen Beyond Heretic, the somewhat more unique, somewhat more interesting, at least mechanically, follow-up, which did also have its own expansion, which is, what am I saying? Which is listed. I'm like reading ahead a little bit in the script right here. So this was October 30th, 95, so just before Halloween. And this was March 22nd. Wait, what? Yeah. Fuck. Wait a minute. Did I read the wrong thing? That's the same thing that I said just a moment ago. Was this released the same day as fucking Heretic Shadow of the Serpent Riders? Because it has the same date. I'm gonna look this up here real quick. I'm operating on faith that the information that I have here on the wiki is correct. According to the wiki, it wasn't. According to the wiki, the release date for Dead Kings of the Dark Citadel, which was like one extra thing for Hexen. One, I guess, hub is what you would call it. It's like a collection of levels. It's not. Well, a collection of levels that are like non-linearly interconnected, not like an episode like you would have in Doom and what have you, which is how Heretic operates, but not Hexen. But yeah, according to the wiki, the release date for Death Kings was September 3rd, 1996. And, well, the date that you're seeing on the stream right now, March 22nd, that was not actually for Hexen Death Kings, it was for Heretic Shadow of Serpent Riders. So that's interesting. I guess I may have messed that up. Just possibly, but yeah. I mean, I haven't even gotten into like that what we're looking at right now. Of course, it's the remaster version that kind of just dropped by surprise a couple months ago. People like me who had any of the originals of these games did get it just automatically, which is quite nice. And I'm pretty sure that if we go into Heretic, for example, the bonuses here, I can probably go on the single player load game. Yeah, I can see that I've already tried it out a little bit, and I do have some saves for each of those unique things, unique exploits that I've already played through on stream and also by myself to some degree. Remember that I grabbed like both Heretic and the Shadow of the Serpent Riders expansion option things. It's a little confusing, but those two things together, and I think Hexen as well. Can't remember off the top, but I do believe this did happen to Hexen as well. Got added to the Archipelago multi-world randomizer thing. So you can just play that in a multi-world, or just as a randomizer standalone, which was, an interesting experience to say the least. But something else, something that we're looking at right now is change the game. That this particular remaster collection thingy did come with a couple of extras, namely Faith Renewed, as you can see, dropped on August 7th, 2025, and so did this one, Hexen Vestiges of Grandeur. New episodes for both Heretic and Hexen, even though they're like 30 years later in the case of this one. Well, 31 years later in the case of this one, and 30 years later in the case of this one. Just pretty close. Maybe not quite, but sufficiently close that that's pretty acceptable way to refer to them, I believe. And they were taking out Faith Renewed, basically. But going it for some reason. Because I don't know how to properly lead into something and explain things in a concise fashion, but maybe that's the... If I knew how to do that, I probably wouldn't have been held up like this, so, it's full circle kind of deal. My fucking eyes don't start burning in the middle of this, but Yeah, one there's a few differences that you can kind of notice even old. But I think sure there's concept art which you may or may not just have. I don't remember if it's like stuff that you just have completely unlocked from the beginning, or which is probable, or if it's stuff that you like unlock by playing through the games again. But one other thing that you pretty much notice immediately is the fact that they redid the music, which I would assume at this point that any music that's in Faith Renewed is not gonna be like, it's not gonna be any new tracks compared to like the vanilla Heretic episodes, which, you know, it's kind of like Doom, or when they did like episode 4 of Doom, they didn't have any new music in that. I would assume that it's the same here. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. And there's like accessibility options, which I don't think I'm gonna change any of these. Just take a look at what they are. You can change it from classic to like, hey, it's vanilla as fucking a lot less interesting, but no, let's not do that. And a bunch of other stuff, which I don't think is gonna change anything. I think there are a few things which are like markedly different, or at least noticeably different from what the original game operates. It's displaying communication of like gameplay, I think is what that would be actually, yeah. Some stuff here which maybe... Oh, never mind. I don't see anything here that I could have sworn. Mods? No. Single player... Well, you can just skip to any level that you want, I'm pretty sure. But I have to like look at that in a different game, like this one. So I could have sworn that there were like other options that you get in this version that are just like gameplay tweaks, like, hey, this is gonna make it a little less asinine in certain places, but I guess I don't know where they would be. Reduce red textures. Maybe it's just what I'm thinking of here. Screen flash effects. Reduce red textures to reduce intense reds, yeah. Transparent projectiles, default disabled, notification time, cutting subtitles. Maybe I'm just making it up and it's literally just what you see here. See, I guess I can't think of any other specific examples. Input, maybe button prompts, moving Excel. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just making it up. Load and death. Oh yeah. You know, I'm just looking at these and it's like a pretty good idea. Enable Hexen intro and intermission cutscenes. Oh yeah, there's like, I'm pretty sure they also like redid like fancy upscale versions of the FMV cutscenes that did exist in Hexen. Which I almost forgot existed, to be honest with you. Yeah, I guess hoverflight, that's different, always run, that's different. Yeah, I don't know, unless I run into like another set of options somehow by sheer chance, I guess I'm not going to worry about that. But yeah, we're gonna have to start a new game here, and Faith Renewed brings them on it. Maybe level select, we can difficulty medium. Oh yeah, oh maybe this is the one. Gameplay modifiers, it's kind of, yeah, kind of hidden, because you have to like go to start a new game to look at this. You can make it harder for yourself by only keeping the one between levels. You can use multiplayer item, monster spawns, which I'm not even sure what that's about, honestly. You can make it much easier by removing all monsters. You can make it harder by making the monsters faster. I'm pretty sure that the thing I was thinking of is the stuff down here, because it is like enhanced levels, enhanced items, weapons, and enemies rebalancing. Versatile weapons with a bit more oomph. And steady behavior and enhanced look. It doesn't really explain what it does, which is a bit sketchy, but you know. I guess we're just gonna leave these all by default, given that this is technically new content, so I would assume that that is how they wanted to play the game. But anyway, let's use this option so we can do this properly. And of course, we're gonna be playing with the redone, like, fancy schmancy reorchestrated music, because why not? I think I might actually need to, like, raise the mouse sensitivity a little bit right now, though, but yeah. I can do the spooky world of Parthoris to go. In just a moment, at least, when I get to, when I figure this out. Where would I use the mouse sensitivity? Here, I guess. I don't know, 60%. I was expecting it to do it this, finally. I was expecting it to skip around. Yeah, this looks acceptable. We'll just go with this. If you want to say that this is, this music is supposed to be the docks from the base game, or at least something that sounds vaguely like that. It's a little too, maybe not, it's a little too slow to be the docks. Could probably turn it off and find out what it's supposed to sound like. Hold on. Remix, original, or FM synth, or MIDI synth. And you know what, now that I'm listening to this, I'm not sure that I actually do recognize this soundtrack made synth. Synth EMX, oh my gosh. Well, the one that I would consider the original quote-unquote is the OBL3 one, which I'm not even sure if made synth is, or original quote-unquote here, is the equivalent of, but I guess we're going to keep the remix one on. Let me just go ahead and make sure that I've got, yep, okay, got the quick save button on. Well, I would assume that I can do this and have it be quick load, and in fact that seems to be the case. So let's just try to actually do something now. And let us hope that this particular expansion does not fall victim to what happens sometimes with, you know, expansions for these types of bonus shooter games where... Oh, okay, I think they know I'm here. Where when they make expansions, at least back in the day, you know, from the ones that were produced in the same time period, quote unquote, it happened this way with Doom and Doom 2 and like Blood, for example, off the top of my head. When they make these expansions, they're like, you know how we can make this better? Let's make everything like way fucking harder and more sadistic than it needs to be. I think that still does happen in like Doom mods to some extent, which is unfortunate, but I'm, you know, fingers crossed that that doesn't happen here. And come to think of it, that pretty much is what happened with a fucking Heretic one, Shadow of the Serpent Riders episodes, now that I think about it. It's just kind of ridiculous, but... Well, yes, the, I don't know if that's the case, remains to be seen, I guess. I think that might be a new enemy. I don't recognize that thing at all from the vanilla game. That's interesting. Mummy, I mean, it behaves like, I guess, a faster version of the golems. It's kind of lumbers at you, but and throws like spooky little heads at you. Oh dear, see, there's a dog right there. And like some of the golems are like stronger versions, which can also throw spooky heads at you. Oh, is there one behind me? Like, okay, no. Right, so the lights on screen, I assume that maybe I was getting hurt, but no. There's a little presumptuous of me there. But yeah, I guess I might have seen this coming, quote unquote, or question mark rather, not quote unquote, that doesn't make sense there. I suppose we may have some new content, not just in the level design, but in some enemies as well, which, you know, it does happen sometimes with these expansions, like it happened in the Blood expansion, at least the second one. And I'm trying to remember if it happened for like anything that was, you know, using this kind of original Doom engine. But I think so, because yeah, I think that all the Hexen stuff and Heretic stuff from the expansions were just like stuff that could be found in the base game. You would only see new content if you're like doing stuff based on a whole other game. Continue on, I'm like going very slow for some reason. Most part of me is like yearning to, oh shit, for I get here, okay, where do you come from? Part of me is yearning for the bag of holding power up, which will remind myself, by the way, what buttons I need to press in order to access the inventory. It's these down here, which is the classic layout, which I never remember like up the top if it's those or if it's the ones directly above them. Right, all reliable shotgun weapon that can usually be found in all of these style of games has been acquired. I guess another example of a game in this style that actually was made by id Software, where the expansion does add new content and new enemies, is Quake 1. Oh boy. But yes, that's kind of a separate category, arguably, just because, you know, that one is actually full 3D, unlike all of these. You got, well, okay, I think they die in one volley at least. I don't have any armor, so I guess I'll have to worry about that. I mean, these little, yeah, paths aren't connected, are they? Nope. There are more of those things, more of those gargoyles or whatever. Remember, these things have an official name, they probably do. Little red gargoyle dudes. Well, I guess kind of show up in Hexen, but they're gray in that game, and they like They're like curled up in these little gray eggs when you first come across them, and then when you actually wake them up, they uncurl themselves and come after you. Which I guess we're gonna see once we get to the new Hexen episode. Now, let's see. I guess I'm gonna try to my darndest to find any new secrets that. Oh shit, that might be present in this version. In this new brand spanking new episode, but I don't know, like this could be a secret for all I know. These textures usually marked secrets in the old the OG, but okay. To a degree, oh boy, that's going to apply here. Remember that one is not for the fucking one, it's for the melee weapon. Which, you know, we can get a better melee weapon in the form of the gauntlets, which we have not found yet, but hopefully we'll soon. I would like to find finding some more ammo for the crossbow, though. It's probably that makes it before we get something tragic to see. This texture is different, so that probably indicates secrets. Unless we were supposed to find that. I don't remember if this is supposed to tell you, like, maybe we were, because I think that it originally supposed to tell you when you find a secret, and yeah, that's some kind of secret. In the corner there. Oh goodness. An all-new plaza in it, I think it is. I don't recall seeing that place before, at least not from that side. Let's wonder why I didn't grab that before. Oh dear. Yeah, I want to play that for these mummies, which I am pretty convinced at this point are new enemies. Oh shit. Hey, some infighting is about to happen, I think. Kind of. Sort of. Did it happen? Okay, yeah. Hear the noise of infighting, which is always a neat kind of thing to see in, you know, shooter games. Oh shit, fuck. I got distracted by what's happening in the background, sorry. Hey, one of those things died. I wonder which one. It must have been the golem. Brought to care of a golem for me. How thoughtful. Just gonna grab that in just a moment. First, let's see which of these things can be like opened up. I remember, I want to say that yes, this does still have the same figures and doom, or some of the secret balls you have to like interact with. No, the other ones you have to smack damage somehow. Okay, it looks to me, I don't know what that is, but it looks to me as if, you know, this little standing room right behind this shelf, which I should be able to access. Oh, okay. This is how. That looks like that could be the level exit to me. Oh, and well, you know, it's one of those, like, beefed up golems, which actually can shoot. Okay, so I guess this was supposed to be the place to go to, you know, finish the level. Which means that the other place we're gonna go to, which is back here, will in fact count as a secret. Yes, if we follow this chain of places long enough. Yeah, this is kind of a secret area we can go back to, which is nice. Let's drop a little insurance save, grab the silver shield. This does remind me a little bit of the secret in the first level of the vanilla game, where you can like go into the water, where the Green Knights do this. That's only one secret, though. Apparently we're missing an item. And a secret, and a bunch of secrets actually, hold on. So we can spend a bit of time looking for those at least. Swap maybe, oh, one of them is right back here. On the last item, and I found another secret. It's a Tome of Power, which most does lead me to mention something that was crossing my mind earlier, which is that I kind of have to look up like exactly what all of the items do in this game, because I want to say that I do know what most of them do, but some of them I admittedly can't remember. Oh, another secret. How many more enemies are there? I guess I'll find out after I clear out this room. I mean, mostly when I'm playing through a lot of these games for the first time, I'm usually not one to like get too obsessive with discovering secrets and what have you. Oh, another item. There's one more. Apparently that was the final group of enemies there. There's hardly no more left. But yeah, when I'm playing through like a game like this for the first time, I'm usually not too concerned with like trying to get all the enemies, trying to get all the secrets and what have you. This is like important, like in Doom 64 or Turok. But no, Heretic is definitely the kind of game that makes me want to put in that kind of effort. Only because of the history that I have with it. And the first time I played it, you know, was on an old demo disc that I dug up that was like in my family, possibly since before I was born. I don't even know. Maybe not. That would make sense actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, but maybe like very shortly after I was born. That makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna find this last secret, but that's okay. Just gonna grab this now since I think I'm gonna be shooting anything else. Which of these walls looks like it could have a secret behind it? I don't know. Can we like zoom out? We can zoom out actually. Kinda looks like the... Oh my god. What am I thinking of? Kinda looks like that Witzel dude from Darkstalkers. This central area. It's a kind of face structure. Oh, okay, I heard something. That was just this thing closing. Heard something. Fuck, did I discover something? But no. Also hearing the like gradual bell sounds that just kind of show up every once in a while. I don't know why exactly that does happen, but I guess it's part of the ambience. The ambience which this game has, which is pretty effective for what it is. Yeah, no. At this point, I'm just throwing it out. There's 4 secrets. I might have to come back to it later. Perhaps after I've familiarized myself. Or wait, never mind. I just found it. Like, I was just thinking about these things too for the gauntlets. I'm pretty sure I mentioned them because they're like the upgraded version of the melee weapon that you have in this game, basically. They're actually viable. They're like the Doom chainsaw for all intents and purposes. I don't know why I saved right before I finished the level, but there we go. I did it in only 12 minutes or 13 seconds and slightly... Very, very close to having that be a little bit farther beyond into the State Town. I didn't even read that, but I don't know if there's any lore I should be aware of, like whatever's supposed to be going on in the this expansion. But I want to say that this particular arranged music does sound very familiar. Actually, I want to say that this is the Watchtower theme from the original. One that you hear in level 2 in the original as well. Let's find out. Okay. That's it. Okay, what if I do... Okay, there we go. So if we change it from DMX to original, it actually sounds like OPO3. What FM sounds, yeah. I want to say that it doesn't sound quite as good as original OBO3 on this version, though. But yeah, this is definitely the second level thing, I'm pretty sure. Not the Watchtower, what it's called, but the one with the, you know, the 3 color gates in the middle that you have to, like, sequentially explore. Boy. I'm gonna continue to default to the... how do we call it? The Elven ones here. My little Doom pistol weapon. Fight the golems as well until I find something that's like a bag of holding at least, which hopefully I can if I like, you know, try to explore and try to find the secrets and junk. Hopefully that will not be too difficult to come across. I don't know what that's... well, I can see what that's for, but the question is if that's going to stay open. I hope it is, because it looks like... No, apparently not. Never mind. Not that. Okay, no, I heard the door closing, but I guess it wasn't that door in particular. I am getting ahead of myself. Right. And Crystal Geode. Oh god. No, Crystal Geode is the ammo thing that we just picked up. It's like a bunch of ammo for this wand. That's much larger than a regular pickup. Oh, I'll just pick up another one. I need it right now. Pick up some 1 crystals. So I thought the 1 crystals are supposed to give you 10, but I guess there's also some smaller ones. Maybe that the enemy struck that give you like less than 10. Time Bomb of the Ancients, yeah, that's one of the more using items. I think you'll find just owing to the fact that it has that name and yet it's a fucking hourglass. I don't think it's quite as complicated though in this game as it is in Hexen, where I'm pretty sure you also have that. Well, you have a similar item called a flechette. I mean, but with an item with that name, what do you expect to see? Well, not what the flechette is in Hexen, that's for sure, because in Hexen it's a green potion, basically, a green liquid. Flask. And the real kicker though is that it actually has a different effect and behavior depending on what character you're playing as. If you remember, I think there's like at least one other item in Hexen that you can also attack with that same way. Just whatever it does, it just depends on who you're playing as. Oh shit, fuck. Okay, where do you come from, fellas? I can carry more than 30 of these fucking ethereal arrows right now, though. I can't, surely. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I should be using the... Well, I would say I should be using the stuff more. The equipment more. The weapons more if they're gonna give me that restriction, but... What I really want to say is that I should be finding... Yeah, apparently the cap is 30, that must be all the fucking weapon rebalances that they did. Especially it used to be 50 for finding the bag of holding, so they actually made it harder. Interesting. Well, I guess... Well, this is new content, so I guess we're gonna be playing with those rules now. Let's see how we manage with that. And see if I can attempt to keep my bearings in this place, because it does look like they kind of went ham on designing this. Oh dear. I feel like I should also, what I might end up looking up actually, maybe before I finish this level, is presumably this is also going to have a secret exit this episode. And I would like to not miss that, so I might have to like cheat a little bit so I can find out where the secret exit is on this episode. Oh shit, fuck, okay, there's a mummy up there? No, that's one of those fucking... That's not new enemy, that's one of those snakes from episode 3 of the vanilla game. Oh, I was not expecting to be in this level. Oh jeez, okay. Alright fellas, please hold still so I can attempt to kill you. I do have the Dragon Claw as well, I gotta end up somehow like running really short of ammo for this thing. I did pick up the Dragon Claw, aka the Heretic version of the chain gun, in one of the secrets in the previous level. So I probably ought to try to make use of that if I can. Oh, there's mummies back there. Yeah, the mummies I guess are like a kind of a mix between the golems and the snake lizard things, but a little more fragile than the latter anyway. Okay, here's ammo for the Death Claw, or Lost Dragon Claw. Death Claw is a creature from Fallout, which I actually played recently. Fallout 1, that is. I have not played any other Fallout games yet, but I do intend to in the future. I don't know if I would ever stream any other, but I do that. At least for those games, I would probably just want to play them on my own. But even when I get to the Bethesda games, like, who knows? It's probably here right now. I did like Fallout 1 quite a bit, though. Maybe a bit more than I was expecting. Every time I run into one of these pickups for the, oh crap, for the Ethereal Crossbow, I keep thinking, it sure would be nice if I can grab a bag of holding, which... I guess I'm just gonna have to operate on faith right now, because it would bring me a little more, more peace of mind to know that I could have more of these things with me. Claw, I guess if I didn't know where to pick it up. Oh, but I haven't been using it, so it doesn't really matter. How much ammo for that do I have right now? I have 120, which is acceptable. Gosh. Oh dear. Okay, I just kind of panicked there. Not being like, oh, the most 100%. Oh shit, fuck, I'm stuck. Okay. Efficient use of the ammo that I could be doing right now, but that's okay. It's trying to survive. How many enemies do we get on this level anyway? It's like definitely have oh gosh. Variants is what these guys are called, I just remembered. Which gonna make sense. So these little red guys I think are other names for gargoyles. But, well, let me take a moment here to breathe so I can see, okay, there's 155 enemies in this level, that's definitely a different thing. These spheres, oh yeah, that's a thing that you can grab in this game. So I would like to assume that at least the ammo limit for this is still the same as it was before, let's say 200 without the bag of holding. Yeah. Oh, we're killing each other as they are want to do. Very, very doing behavior. Good job, boys. Let's see if there's anything that I missed over here. I guess we can grab a refill. Gotta remember too that big thing in this game compared to like Doom, for example. This was like the pretty sure, I did spend some time thinking about this, and I am pretty sure that this, well, maybe not this, but Vanilla Heretic was the first, like, boomer shooter style game to have an inventory. That is to say, give you the chance to carry items around so that you could use them not right when you pick them up, but save them for later, which ended up becoming the standard for the build engine. Am I thinking of the right thing? Build engine games, yeah, Duke 3D, Shadow Warrior, Power Slave, oh shit. And Blood, which I was just talking about a while ago. I don't know, I just blacked that one there for a moment, but all those games have that redneck rampage as well. Anyway, I'm particularly concerned with that. Redneck Rampage, a game that I will probably go back to play like the expansions of, speaking of all that. A little bit, I think. But first I have to play through Quake 2 and some other things, which are kind of in between as far as the release dates. But okay, I think I've gone back to a place that I was already at kind of a while ago. Yeah, we're getting spheres for the maze, which I would like to imagine or assume is an indication that we'll be getting the maze somewhere in this level. I don't know. Maybe even somewhere that we're expected to go and not a secret. Okay, I'm a little turned around now, I will confess. I've been back here. I have not been back here whilst these guys will be dead. Okay, maybe it would be just a fucking private blow for those guys, but it's late. It's a little late to do that, oh boy. So I let them open this door just a moment ago, I don't know. Yeah, definitely be in here, because I got stuff, but maybe not. Okay, I was gonna say, I would imagine that I can get in here and grab these things. Oh fuck, the engine's one. Surprise. Ambush door opening since we go in here. That's a bit unfortunate. I feel like it when they do it like that, but I can cope. That's for certain. Shadow Sphere, which I think the Shadow Sphere is one of those that you can pick up and use later, just for like making yourself partially invisible or whatever, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I ever understood like exactly how that mechanic was supposed to work. I think they had it in Doom as well with one of the power-ups. But it seems like it sort of kind of just keeps enemies from noticing you until you start attacking. At which point they notice you anyway, but at that point they may or may not be good at aiming in your general direction, and I don't know if there's much more to it than that, honestly. Well, we've taken out about half of the enemies. Still don't have keys or anything like that, and I do see that there's like, there's keys to collect on this level, so presumably we're going to be needing those at some point. So I'll make my way back over to where those are. Did I go through this door? I did. It's on the torch here, I don't know if there's any significance to that. We shouldn't treat certain of the visual cues in this game like the ones in Zelda, though. Game. Well, that series did have its 10-minute spotlight this past month. And it will continue to have its heaven spotlight as far as I'm concerned, just when it comes to gaming, but I'll give us a oh yeah, I guess this last golem I killed just now was the one that was able to shoot. And so probably was stronger than the others. Wondering why he wasn't dying quite as promptly as he could have. If I'm not sure why they're like yipping the amount of ammo that I can carry for the ethereal crossbow by default, to be honest with you. It seems like an odd thing to do. I'm sure they didn't. They never did that with the Doom shotgun or any other such shotguns. Like maybe it's because well, no, I was gonna say maybe it's because the ethereal crossbow in this game is mechanically more like a super shotgun, but I kind of is in the sense that it shoots multiple projectiles at once compared to the regular shotgun. What a regular shotgun would, I guess. There was something like that in this game, but the ammo cost per shot is not, in fact, increased to account for that. So I guess it is pretty. The serial crossbow is kind of OP when you think about it in that sense. Take out this fucking mummy from over here. But look, oh fuck, what's shooting me from over there? Hold on. Like a spooky knight shooting crap at me from that direction? I don't see it, if so. But I just heard something like that again. I think I am hearing the sounds from the mummy. Where are they? Is there another mummy behind this, or perhaps it's... oh god, yeah, these mummies are like, I get the feeling it would not be too out of line to compare them to the mutants from Wolfenstein 3D, or at least, is it Wolfenstein 3D or Wolfenstein 3D expansions? I don't remember if they're I want to say that they are, from what I remember, the boss of the second episode in Vanilla Wolfenstein 3D is the dude who made the mutants, so I think, oh shit, I think that would make sense to be in Vanilla. But I want to say that they are like that in the sense that they just like just run right up to you like fucking like Sonic, and then they just start shooting your face. At least they are not headscan though. Like, funnily enough, one of the last games that was made like made with its style of like, actual fake 3D boomer shooter engine. Lost Blood, which I was talking about earlier, and something that made that game very hard in the Explorer people is the fact that a lot of the very common enemies that you're fighting from the very beginning of that game are hit scan enemies. That they just need to like have you in their sights for like 0.1 seconds to be able to hurt you. Unless you're like a really try-hard, like let's say min-max spammer like I am. That can definitely represent a problem. A little dead end room, a bedroom, I don't know. States Town. Keep having to look that up or look at that. Okay. Lies in my head. How the appearance of this place correlates to what it's supposed to be. Because I'm a sucker for when games like this have like exceptional level design. Feels believable, which is why Painkiller will always be one of my favorites. Even though I feel like I never really went back to that game after I played through it for the first time, it just kind of impacted me. A lot of the level designs. And that impact made it remain firmly within my memory. I say I never went back to it, but I did go back to Hell and Damnation, which was the HD version, it's in the name. They kind of did as a kind of pseudo sequel, pseudo retelling of that game. It's supposed to have like a separate story, but it just reuses a bunch of the levels from that game. How do I get the key or any of these keys for that matter? Again, I'm kind of walking around in circles without really knowing where I'm going. Let's see. The green key is here. Yeah, it's in that fountain. Again, there's possibly a dude that was shooting at me earlier. Let's see if I can take care of him from here. Oh shit, okay. There's this dude over here who I had not seen. Take care of him as well. Maybe I just need to go in this direction to the right from where I'm standing right now, but how do I get there? Oh, and we can like snipe that dude. Oh wait, there's another one. It's a little bit difficult to try to do what I was trying to do with the other guy. Interruptions, well, it didn't matter. Just need one more shot to accomplish what I was trying to. Oh boy, being shot at from behind because I was trying to get reader. Oh shit. I think I'm switching back to the gun. I need to switch back to this thing. The wand. I would assume that I don't have to go further in that direction. I mean, I would like to try to find any of the secrets that I have not yet found, if possible, considering that I guess one of them may or may not be the mace, and one of them may or may not be the bag of holding. Still definitely holding out for that more than anything. And now that I'm thinking about it, actually, that makes the randomizer archipelago version of this game pretty interesting. It's the fact that pretty much every pickup that you can have that's like, preemptively placed in the world. It's just basically anything that you can pick up that's an item that doesn't drop from an enemy is a check. And that includes stuff that you can find in secrets. So if you want to like do a randomizer, you basically okay, you found this thing. Basically, you have to know where all the secrets are. That's a thing. Okay, well, it's a good opportunity to break out Dragon Claw. If I can. Oh god. I can do that. Oh dear. How am I getting? Okay, just gonna see. How am I able to shoot at me from that angle and get me up? The answer is easily. It's just that I'm not very good at paying attention to what the angles actually are. Seems unbelievable to me, but actually quite believable. Okay, so one of these restores 30 energy orbs, restores 30 ammo for that thing up. That this fucker didn't die in a timely fashion as he was supposed to, but did help us. That little battle there did just help us bring down the enemy count by a pretty good amount. So that's nice. Let's see what we have in this store now that we can get here. Okay, so these movies don't run quite as fast as the mutants. Oh shit, fuck. I think I say that, but I'm just like... But, yeah, but I say that without having any actual, like, clear recollection of how fast the mutants are in Wolfenstein. Yeah. Oh shit, fuck. Definitely are as trigger happy as the mutants, though, from what I remember. Like the instant they can line themselves up to you, they just like start going ham on those like weird projectiles they have, whatever they're supposed to be. It's not very clear, I don't think. They like gyrate their entire midsections. They like do these weird motions where they like flail their arms back and forth. And while looking in your general direction, that somehow makes them shoot out something that hurts you, but it's not really clear what it's supposed to be. And I thought for some reason, the first thing that comes to mind when I think about it is knives or blades of some kind. But I guess it would make more sense to assume that it's like bullets. Maybe I'm just thinking of the boss of that episode, because that's the guy that like throws syringes at you, I think, something like that. And that's actually easier to fight than the mutants themselves, because the attacks that he throws at you are actually not hit scan for once. Or rarely in that game. Okay, let's see. Change over here, I'm pretty sure it's this. And now that's auto changed. I can get shot at by more fellows, including the disciples. Oh boy, I did not miss these guys, I'll tell you what. Kind of shit, boys. Let's, I haven't heard their voices in quite a while, though. I forgot that idea. But one of the voice clips they have, I think it's supposed to be like, you know, reversed speech, spooky, Satan reverse speech or whatever, but one of the things they say sounds like Heranius, which is the name of the flower, which this also happened to me recently. I was watching Jeopardy with some people, and one of the questions was like, or one of the clues, I guess, was this flower is the flower that's used in like Dia de Muertos ofrendas in Mexico, you know, tropical, and it's called cempasúchil in Spanish. And all I could possibly say when I was presented with that clue was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I supposed to answer that as? Like, what the fuck are cempasúchil called in English? Legitimately did not know. And apparently the answer is marigold, which I would certainly never call those things here, but I suppose in a similar or comparable sense, that's, you know, those flowers that I think fucking disciples in this game sound like they're naming one of their voice clips. Oh shit, fuck. I forgot, I'm out of that thing. I would not know what they're called in English. You know what they sound like. But anyway, I would really like to get over there so I can, you know, grab the stuff that those enemies dropped, but I don't know how I would do that. I'm not sure what that switch did other than, like, open up the floodgates for all those enemies that I fought just a minute ago. Guess we go ahead and save my game again. No, okay, just do that. That's good. I'll be grabbing that, and a flame orb, which is for another enemy that I don't think... Another weapon that I don't think that we don't know we're going to be grabbing anytime soon, given that the only drop for that we've gotten so far was from that enemy. Oh, where do you come from? Maybe now the town area is going to be a bit more popular. Oh shit. Oh, they start fighting amongst themselves, so you know that's good for me. I'm just gonna let it happen, and I'm gonna pop over here, because I think this is where you go for the, yeah, the green key. Which apparently, you know, stepping on that fountain there, I guess had a green key and it didn't do anything. Might be a good opportunity to look around, because I did see a ring of invincibility on one of these, like, balconies, which I would presume you can only get to. Now I have a secret, so I would like to at least note where on the map that is. Is it here? No, I don't see it. There I go, a little tangent to find that again. Bring out the wand in the meantime. Actually, wait, is there a thing in the middle there? No, it is not. Still very much in, you know, treasure hunting, secret hunting. Sure what my expectations should be. If anyone catches that ring of invincibility, then surely. What the fuck would that thing be? Well, there's a gauntlet, so I guess we're just not gonna be able to pick out by virtue of the fact that we already have some. So, I don't know, I guess for the time being we can just go back to the place where... which I was... It was near here, yeah. If we go in here, we take the elevator up. It's near where the green key was. What I just heard? Okay, never mind. I thought I just heard some another door open and now enemy noises approaching me, but they're there, which I've already seen. But if we fall here, we can't get over there, can we? Well, we do have the green key now, so I guess maybe we can't get over there. Hold on. Let me take a quick peek over the corner here. Oh gosh. I guess I never looked back here, or else I would have noticed these. Oh gosh. These things, fucking cycle that's back there. Dude that just got from back there that I just killed. I can't go in here by the looks of it. I'll be grabbing this, the one thing I pick up. This other stuff is going to be left behind simply over to the pipe, but I can't take it all. Alright, I guess we'll tempt fate by just opening the door and dealing with whatever it may be behind it, just head on, face to face. Jeez, come on. An imp, gargoyle, or whatever it is. It's one of those, surely, that I just get in the way of. I'm trying to shoot the mummy with the finger. I'm trying to shoot it with. No, there's another thing. And there's a morph open, so maybe that's also a place I want to get to by way of secret. Hold on. Let me see if there's any secret walls here that I can access. There we go. Yep. Something else I should probably look up just so I can get this out of my mind is how all the enemies, like, acceptable to morph over, except like the bosses, like the fucking iron bitches. Which, you know, I have no doubt that we're gonna see those bosses in this episode as well. The iron leeches and the fucking Molotor, that's what it's called. Maybe even old the Sparrow. There'll be a boss at the end, that's how it always works. Another, like, whole bunch of Molotors, or it could be the Sparrow again. Or it could be like, you know, the bosses in the Quake episodes, like I was talking about, where the bosses are actually completely original as well. That would be pretty impressive. I don't know if I can expect that much. Like special treatment, ultra deluxe treatment. Alright, there we go. Maybe I'll get to exterminate the remaining 13 enemies, I guess, are hiding around here. And then have a nice, relaxing time searching for the secrets I have not yet acquired, including that ring. I guess I'm gonna have to go back to. So I would like to have that as a backup, if nothing else. What do we have here? Is this? Nope, presumably the level X is gonna be somewhere nearby. Probably over there. Some armor, which I will gladly grab, but there's probably 4 enemies left, but I guess I'm hearing quite a few of them right now. Oh, good armor. No, my armor had like gone way down since the last time I grabbed one. Oh boy. Okay, I see you up there. Oh yeah, something else that I almost forgot about actually said. I'm pretty sure there's a thing in this game where the enemies are like these guys, who are like see-through, or like ghosty enemies, like actual ghosty enemies, and they can only be harmed by weapons that are considered magical, such as the ethereal crossbow and dragon claw, but there's a bunch of them that are not considered magical. Like, I'm pretty sure the gauntlets are, but this thing is not. Fucking stick. And maybe the maze spheres would not be, I don't remember. I still have not found the maze, you know. There's that too. Okay, I don't actually know where the exit would be. Over there, but how do we get there? Fumble there. Here. Oh, I'll grab that. I think so. Limit of quartz less, unless they like tweak that as well in this version. That you can carry around is either 25 or 15. It's definitely one of those. Or it's supposed to be anyway. Like I said, they made a mess with that as well. I think that might be the level exit over there. Find out because yeah, it might not be. Like it would be more clearly marked. But probably only one enemy waiting for me. I wonder who it could be. I will. Well, a couple of things. Shotgun unlocked, and yeah, it was not the level exit. That did unlock a path over there, though, which might be the level exit. Let's go take a peek. Oh, there's one secret missing only. So I think it might be the very thing that I was talking about earlier, which was the, you know, the place with the ring. And other fucker. That's also a ghost. Jesus. Really eating up my supply of fucking crossbow bolts. Just pretty rude in the context of, you know, how much this version of the game limits you. Carrying them around. Alright, so can't leave the level right now, but like I said, I do want to see if I can go grab that ring. So go make a little detour hunt for it. Just need to figure out where it is, because I definitely did glimpse it. I'm like, if I look at my inventory right now, okay, never mind, I apparently did get the ring, so that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for secrets, which honestly kind of leaves me stumped now. I don't know when I picked that up. I was sworn I didn't. I end up like reflexively pressing left click and using up a... let's not have it be a weapon that's more valuable than... Actually, let's switch to the melee weapons. That'll be the safest bet. But yeah, I do have to wonder, like, what would the last secret be? It could be the bag of holding. Certainly didn't catch sight of something like that, but I always like to entertain that possibility. That should be clear. Oh wait, maybe that over there. Yeah, I guess we never figured out how to get there, but presumably there's a way. Maybe if we... like, mess with the walls around here. Like, down here, yeah, that door looks weird. Look at that, but we're supposed to like stand on the barrels. Surely it's gonna close in just a moment, but... oh no, it doesn't. It stays open. It's good. Here we are. Enchanted Shield. Honestly, I don't even remember if it's an item that exists in the vanilla game or not. I'll say that it is, but I don't remember. One thing that we might be able to find, because I want to say that this item that I'm thinking of did exist in vanilla Heretic and not just Hexen. I just realized a fucking cap for carrying these. Oh, it just describes what the things do. I just realized. That's actually quite handy. But the fucking cap for these things is 16. That's really weird. That's definitely not what it was in the vanilla game. I remember that the tonal coverage were like, yeah, buffing your weapons. Whatever. Oh, wait a minute, the shield is, I just realized it's not an item, it just raises your armor to 200. It's like the, okay, there's another game that I was playing very recently that had that kind of thing. Might have been Chasm the Rift, which is like kind of a Quake ripoff, but only like half that. It's kind of a difficult game to describe. It's a unique enough game. Okay, well, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that I might be thinking of that game. There's definitely a game that I was playing recently. Yeah, I think it was that game, because I think the like super shield upgrades that you can get in that game, or power-ups that raise your armor to like the maximum it can be, like 200. That look like eyeballs in that game. I want to say that's the game that has that. Or was it Blood? No, actually, it might have been Blood. I don't know more. But like maybe there was something something similar in Chasm the Rift, but I'm pretty sure it was Blood that has the like super armor power-ups that look like rotating eyeballs and like brown alien eyeballs, and they when you pick them up, I don't remember if it's like your both your health and your shield go up to 100, or it's on your shield, but it's definitely something like that. But anyway. Let's see, where's the green door? That's the route that brings us to a level exit, I'm pretty sure. It's this way. This might not be the most direct way after I open the shortcut, but hey, it'll get us there. Let's get up here. And here we are. Let's see, right before I go to the next level. Just out of fucking, paranoia. Moving to the Crimson Palace, I hadn't even taken a look at this map screen yet. It's like, definitely like the background. Oh, I haven't heard this remix yet, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly what sound this is. It's the cathedral. I actually quite like this sound, so let me turn it up a bit on my end. I am eager to find out what this sounds like. But yeah, it might be a better idea to use the Dragon Claw, given that there's like at least 5 of these dudes. I think I see a 6th over there. In front of me right now. Yeah, you know what? Let's bust that Dragon Claw. It'll be fine. I'm just kind of in a corner here. Really anywhere I can run, but there we go. So, it's quite an interesting remix of the cathedral, though, let me tell you. I'm waiting for... Okay, there it is. The little... What would you call that? Like scale going up and down. Maybe glissando. Not really glissando, because I would involve a lot more notes than the one we're sharing. I'm pretty sure, but it's like scale moving up and down. That's... Oh, hey, these things. They're from episode 2 of the vanilla game. Oh, dear. Oh, fuck. And they're kind of unique in that they have to, like, get right up in your face to attack you, but pretty fast, as you can tell. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to the streamings a little more in detail on my own later on this part. I did lead into this the melody pretty well, I gotta say. It's funny because I'm pretty sure I have not played a lot of Hexen 2, which is another game that I hope to, get to in a timely manner as part of this little go back to these games that I suppose I'm be basing my stream around at this point. The foreseeable, or at least immediate future. Maybe not foreseeable. Twice greater extent than what I have in mind. Span. But even though I didn't play a lot of Hexen 2 yet, with a blind stream, I am aware that somewhere in that game there is also a remix of this track. And there's like at least a couple other tracks from the original Heretic that kind of get arranged in that version, but they're like a lot more subdued. Like even compared to the original, I'm sure compare that a little bit earlier. There's that OBO3 kind of quiet sound. Hey, it's yeah, this is definitely a very interestingly done remix. I'll have to familiarize myself with it more, but I do like how it sounds for the most part. I guess I can still open these doors, but okay, I open this door without picking up that thing in the middle, because I kind of figured that thing in the middle, some of the weapons, staff of some sort, is gonna make more enemies show up. I guess we're gonna find out if that's the case or not. Well, not right now, I guess, but yeah. What was this? Oh, and you can like see a little preview of the weapons that you're scrolling through. Yeah, this staff of something, I don't remember what it's called exactly, but I do, I'm looking at the first person sprite of it again. I am being reminded of what it's supposed to be like, I want to say. Oh, and we need a blue key to open the door, which I guess is the, not the other key to open that door. The exit of the level. Secrets here. How many secrets we got, by the way? We got more enemies in this level than the last one. We got one secret, actually. We're gonna have to go find. And a few items. And I guess we need the green key for this, yeah. We need some keys. Which I guess we're gonna be finding. We go in this direction first, so let's go do that. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Why don't we go anywhere else? I forgot to do this before. Even though I said I was gonna do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cheat a little bit, not for in particular, yeah, reason, but okay. Just talking at this little tidbit of information, which I just did. Apparently the secret exit for this episode is on level 6, so we don't have to worry about that yet. So that's all I wanted to know, so when we get to level 6, Let's see if I can spend a little more time looking for that. So I do want to look at the secret level. Not quite as juking the Ophidians as I used to be, I guess. Haven't really dealt with them in a hot minute. I don't remember if there's like, I guess maybe the Arachnotrons are like Doom enemies that behave kind of like that. I don't remember if the Arachnotrons have weapons that are not hitscan though. But actually, now that I think about it, I don't remember if there are any enemies in this game that are hitscan, like with range attacks. There might not be. Yeah, because I think even the bosses don't have that. That makes it a lot more interesting. Anyway, let's see where else we can go from here. What? There's something. Oh dear, one of those things. I think these things are, yeah, these are like normal ass enemies in Hexen that you like fight from very early on. But I think in this game they're considered kind of boss enemies. It's a serpent, like the one of the big baddies in this game, or in this game universe. I guess that's sort of kind of shared by all of these games, by Heretic and Hexen 1 and 2. Baddies in those games, right? Those serpents. That's like the whole gimmick. Phoenix Rod. Okay, that's. I think. Okay, from what I remember, the Phoenix Rod is the rocket launcher of this game. Yeah. Oh shit! This guy didn't die. Fuck. You're not cooperating with me, sir. Actually, I think yeah, the fucking disciples are kind of like that too. They may or may not be also only vulnerable to magic attacks unless I'm like mixing it up a bit. Okay. Alright, that's dealt with. At least I would like to find some more ammo for the you know, for this thing, for the ethereal crossbow. So I may have made it pretty clear by now, hopefully, but yes, what we can do is actually, hold on, let's see, 5 does nothing right now. No, 4 does this. 5 does this stuff thingy, which we can probably use because it's like the plasma gun of this game. And we do have, you know, a fully decked out with ammo for this thing right now, unlike with the fucking ethereal crossbow, so. Okay, we got a key, we did get a key, we got the yellow key, so let's make use of that. Back up over here, I guess. These are the doors that open with the, oh dear, with the yellow key. And I see more of those fucking imps over there, and disciples, so. Well, at the moment, it's actually kind of weird now that I think about it to hit 5 and not get the rocket launcher equivalent, because I think that is, you know, in these type of games I usually do expect that to be 5 weapon. Oh, and these things kind of home in. I don't think they used to do that, unless I'm like pretty bad at remembering. Actually, I think, speaking of that, yeah, okay, 6 gives us the Phoenix Rod, which like I said is a rocket launcher equivalent. Oh shit. Did I kill both of them? No, I did not. Hold on there. We have 125. Oh fuck. 125 of these things. So how many do we have right now? Okay, so one of those lesser rune pickups. Which makes me realize, but sure, it's called the rune staff. A lot of sense. Oh shit. How many of these fucking imps are there? Gargoyles, whatever. Imps are the enemies from Doom, so I guess it would make sense. Make more sense to assume that these things are called gargoyles. Mr. Ophidian, please cover it with me. There you go. Shit, it's one of those things again. Okay, hold on. I guess we're gonna bust out the rod for this guy. Oh shit. So he's supposed to be, you know. I just don't remember, like, specific occasions in the vanilla Heretic episodes where you. Oh dear. You fight these things. Is that a bag of holding? Oh my goodness. Okay, I found out what I was after. Hooray. Alright, now we can carry a lot more ammo with us, which is definitely gonna make me a happy camper. Let's just snatch up as much of the ammo that's around here. We've been leaving behind. Oh yeah, there's this little pickup here that I just didn't want to get because it wouldn't have been efficient at that time, but now it is. It's funny how things work out. Carry up to 200. Wand crystals. No, expect. Did we get a key? No, we did not. So we need to look around a little bit more for that here. I would expect. Up to 400 ammo for this thing. I would expect to the thing. Or the what's it called? The Dragon Claw. And I guess up to 300 for the rune staff, which is definitely gonna have me sitting pretty with that. Still keeping an eye out for the one secret that apparently there is to find in this level. Is it back here? It's not. Oh, I guess this is how we go further into a level over presumably. Hit that switch after I do another little sweep for any ammo bits I may have with these claws. How close are we to hitting the max on that? Not as close as we could be. But we're getting there. Anything else that I may have left behind? Maybe not right now. I can see right now. Naked eye. Lost half of our armor, but that's okay. Oh dear. Oh boy, it's an interesting lineup coming out here. Oh shit, what? Oh, what the hell? Where did you come from? Okay, apparently mobbies also spawned behind me, which is interesting. Okay, if I run away very fast, hopefully they will, some of them will shoot each other and start fighting amongst themselves, which I think is what's happening right there. Yeah, okay, some of them are still coming after me, but... some of that is in fact happening as I was hoping that it would. You look at about a fourth of the enemies in this level, so... imagine that there's gonna be more fun stuff left for us to fight. Oh boy, once we go past the green door, I guess. Oh shit. Okay, this could be a little hairy. These, disciples don't die in a timely manner, which unfortunately they are often not nice enough to do. We'll be grabbing all this, I tell you what. And the corpse flask, and did I just release some more enemies by hitting that other switch that was in here? Maybe. Okay, this dude. I guess this guy just didn't catch up to me before. I always forget what these things are called. The ones that are that movie Quest for Camelot that came out I don't remember the year, but must have been 90s. Because I definitely remember watching it as a kid, and it was kind of a weird movie, but I thought it was pretty stylistically neat when I was a kid anyway. And one of the things I remember from that movie is that the villains are these thugs that the main bad guy has just his army of bandits, but he uses a magic spell to turn them into, fuse them with weapons and turn them into metal dudes that have weapons for hands and shit. It's kind of what those things that are in this game that kind of run at you and try to swipe at you remind me of, because they kind of look like they have axes for hands. And axes coming out of their tails, I don't know. I think I can do this dude at least in a timely fashion when they are getting hurt. I was hoping to, but I guess not. Alright. Oh shit. Okay. Are those guys, any of those guys gonna be fighting amongst themselves? I guess not. I wish. It'd be like a teacher. It'd be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this right now, so you just fight amongst yourselves. Oh boy, we're using quite a bit of ammo for these weapons anyway. I think I'm full of ammo for this and for this, so I guess I'm going to switch to that for a while. Use some of this Dragon Claw ammo, oh boy. I guess sparingly on the Phoenix Rod, since I guess that's one particular weapon for which I have not been finding a huge amount of weapons. Maybe go soon that one, even though it is quite useful. Okay. Oh shit, there's an iron witch here. Okay, speaking of that, so I'm probably gonna be using the Phoenix Rod in this moment. Make a little insurance save back here. Oh, I was just wondering when those fucking grinning fuckers were gonna turn up. Alright, let me just bring out the old Phoenix Rod and see how we can deal with this thing. We got these fucking tornadoes are the worst. And not least of which because they just kind of linger for a long ass time before they dissipate. After there are still memes being made about these tornadoes in, you know, the year Lord of 2025. It's kind of something. This won't work. Okay, now it went away. Jesus Christ. And another feeling. Not my lucky day right now. Let's see if I can deal with this dude. Still alive, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Okay. But now he's dead. And then bring this back out so I can deal with the market. Oh god, yeah, that's what happens when you get cornered by an iron witch. I wanna fucking be more quick save happy when these things are around. There we go, Jesus. Alright. Okay, I didn't actually want to press that button, I wanted to switch up the button, but it won't set it. I'm not gonna crush out over that. Ooh. Ooh, did I just find his secret maybe? Is this like secret exit or is it? Okay, no, it's the secret. It's just an extra shield, which let me step back in time a little bit because I got pretty decent armor. Oh fuck, right now. Step back in time a little bit so I can cheap out by whatever that was. Pretty decent armor right now, so I think what I'll do is, you know, play it smart and see if I can carry on to the level right now without grabbing that, and I'll grab it just before I go to exit the level. Oof. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Oh goodness. It's back here. How many enemies are there? I should probably check that real quick. I have more than half left at the answer. So yeah, I get the feeling that might be seeing more of that. More of these like weapon-filled passageways, or enemy-filled passageways rather, which we continue to explore this place. What is this level called again? I don't think I ever even like stopped to look at that. Palace or something? Crimson Palace, yeah, there you go. Well, hey, it's a drop for the Phoenix Rod, I'll be taking that. It's quartz, well, it's good I missed before. And rune staff, I guess. Extra rune staff drop, which in case you hadn't found that yet, but I did. I should probably break out the old rune staff again. Like, I'm finding a good bit of ammo for that, and I'm not taking advantage of it because I'm not using it. Time to change it a little bit. Yeah, why not? Anyway, it seems kind of overkill to, you know, use the rune stuff against all that. Against fucking gargoyles, but then I see another fucking iron witch coming up. Oh dear. And I immediately take back what I said. Okay. I'll be happy to not deal with that tornado. I go over here, will it ever chase me? It sure will. Oh god. I think like stand right in the doorway here. I think I can shoot at it with oh fuck. Okay. While trying to at least take minimal damage from that. There we go. Done. So, oh god, I could deal smoother, I would like to say, than the last Leech encounter. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the vanilla Heretic episodes, at least some of them, were kind of like this, where you actually stop getting a lot of drops for the wand just a little ways in, just because the game is like, no, you shouldn't be using that anymore, you have better stuff now, dude. And another game that's kind of like that, actually, that's the final Doom engine game that came out, was Strife, one of the, what did I just say, one of the weapons? No, one of the weapons that you get very early on in that game. It's a crossbow thing. And you do end up using that a good bit in the early game, but the later you go in the game, basically you start finding like no ammo for that at all. And for good reason, because it's kind of really badly outclassed by basically everything else you find at this point in the game. At the later points in the game. So I guess it might be, you know, that might be the message that they're trying to send here. Like I said, I do vaguely remember the same thing happening in at least a few of the older Heretic episodes. Okay, we also only, you know, outside of this new enemy, the mummies. So I have to wonder if there's going to be anything new. It's not that, and I'm also kind of annoyed by this fucking Disciples' resilience of turning against the Gargoyles, given that they shot at it a few times, I'm pretty sure, and, you know, hit their mark, for that matter. What is this? Okay, it's just like a winding spiral staircase. Probably continues on and carries on. What happens if we go in the other direction? Does it go up and continue to go up? A little bit. We don't have the, oh god, the green key yet, though, so I guess we can't go that way. Maybe the green key is at the bottom of the stairs, and then we bring it up here. It can very well be. Oh dear, okay. I had to write by that, right? Well, I'm almost out of ammo for this thing. Hold on, let's see. It's being kind of unsubtle that he wants me to switch to another weapon at this point. Okay, we can't open this door yet, but at least we've cleared out this entrance. I'll be grabbing that. I'll be grabbing that. Oh shit, oh god. I'll be juking and jiving around here and see if I can succeed. Chances are very good right now, boy. And I spy another serpent over there. Are they fighting each other? Can they do that? Yeah, they can. Okay, the serpent is trying to fight the fucking the disciple at least. Let's see how that plays out. Unfortunately, the disciple seems a lot more interested in trying to kick my ass. Which sucks. Oh, well, whatever. I'll oblige. And then, how am I doing as far as doing as far as ammo for this thing? Oh shit! Oh god, I'm doing not that bad actually. Maybe I should use some of that, even though I didn't even use the. Didn't end up using the Phoenix rod at all for the last of the Iron Leeches that I fought. There we go. And here is the green key. Is anything spooky gonna happen when I pick up the green key? The answer is currently no. I thought I might have heard a switch happen and a door open. Oh, there. That's where it happened. Well, let's make a little head count, I guess. Figure out how far we are from. Oh, I apparently got some more ammo for this stuff at some point. There you go. Being efficient. Okay, let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll use the fucking mouse wheel to change weapons for once. Something that I don't do very frequently, as you may have noticed, that sometimes you have to be efficient. And keep your eye on the ball. Can I please have, yes, some ammo refills for the weapons that I've been using? I guess I should probably just, I mean, look at all these fucking claw orbs. I should just swap out the open stuff wand thing, the wand for the dragon claw altogether at this point. That's probably what they want me to do, probably. But right now it might be a good idea. Yeah. I think for these weapons it might be, or for this enemy standard, right? Mummies and the fucking dudes, we can take them on with the claw, but this guy, I'm gonna bring out the rune staff. There we go. See, that was quick thinking efficiency right there. To say so myself. And I think, oh dear. I wonder if it would be a good idea to fight these guys with the claw. I mean, I do have a lot more spare ammo lying around here for the claw, so. There we go. So I'll favor that for now. What do we have here? The map scroll. What the difference is gonna make, I guess. I mean, hopefully I didn't miss the fucking secret because I didn't get it, and now I'm like locked from going back there by these bars. It would really suck if that were the case, but we're gonna find out. So how to hand this door? Can we check it out? Okay, yeah, we can go back. Okay, never mind, so we're not locked out, so I can quick save in peace. It's the main thing I want to figure out. Okay, we're like only got a quarter of the enemies left to deal with, so I have to wonder where they're gonna be. Where are we right now? Is it a place we've been to before? No, I don't believe it is. No, this is like kinda, oh god. A different door. This place looks like a place that we should have been to before, but maybe not. Yeah, I was looking in the wrong direction. Another place that we've been to before. I don't know exactly where we can go to refill the fucking, oh gosh, the ammo for the Dragonclaw anyway. I'm sure these night dudes are like, yeah, the claw is good enough to deal with them. I mean, the claw is good enough to deal with anything, like anything is good enough to deal with anything, I would say, yes. Well, there's on those occasions that I mentioned, where there's enemies that, for whatever reason, you cannot damage with, oh fuck, with anything other than weapons that are considered magical, which is, you know, it's actually kind of a cryptic mechanic if you're expecting it, like, if you actually hit a brick wall trying to deal with them. The edibles can't happen, so I kind of have to wonder if, like, this version of the game explains it, like, better, or what happens, but, I mean, maybe it does. Just picking up some extra. Oh, we're looking like we're in pretty good shape here, so let's carry on. Actually, there's something here that we haven't found, but, like, it looks like this opens up, but it's not opening up right now, so I wonder what's up there. Maybe it opens up after we grab something else from back there. Oh, like this. Deal with this guy. Oh shit, fuck. This guy's fucking lowering him. Taking aim. And I came over here, and the Morpholum. Okay. Morpholum, which is one of those items that, you know, much like the ones in, you know, I suppose one thing that could be considered a bit of a detriment, you know, arguably, so. Is that, oh shit, the fact that the, you can just hoard items in this game. Isn't the exit right, I don't think. Nope. But that you can just hoard items in this game, and this definitely proved true in my experience when going through the vanilla versions of the game, is that you can just hold on to them forever and basically never use them. And when you get to the final boss, you can just use them all at that point and, like, trivialize how difficult it would have been otherwise. Like, I very clearly remember that happening to me with the final boss of Hexen, I want to say, both in vanilla and in the Death Kings expansion, because I think you just fight Korax again at the end of Death Kings, which, you know, also the final boss of vanilla Hexen. What I do remember in Hexen, I think there's an item that's like a mini Molotov that you just carry around in your inventory, and when you feel like it, you can just summon it from there and have it, like, stick it on your enemies. And I want to say that's what I ended up using for both of those encounters, because I was just like, yeah, let's just keep this in my pocket for as long as I possibly can, and then just... Wow, this boss thinks that he's gonna be able to do something to me, huh? Well, let's see about that. Gonna be defaulting to having the claw. Which are lazy, like, general purpose weapon. Superseding the, well, I guess I can bring out the fucking, the magical, the ethereal crossbow at this point, since I guess we've hit the new, oh dear, oh god, let me out of here at least. Oh shit, there's, we're locked in, that's not good. Oh god, there's a fucking serpent in the middle of all this shit, oh god. Yeah, might need some little, some Like finger wrangling depending. Oh dear lord. Okay, how this goes here. Fucking no, that's not the key that I wanted. Use the fucking Arch Flash so I can heal. And after taking a fucking direct hit from that thing. Pop some of these ethereal crossbow bolts into that thing and then switch to a better weapon. Let's put that. There we go. Okay. Not go as terribly as it could have been. Considering that we didn't die. Cool thinking on your feet, I guess. And hopefully that just opened the way out of here back up. There'll be a few enemies left now. And yeah, my armor's all gone, but we should be able to like gather enough health pick up, so at least recover our health back up to full now and oh jeez. And then we can grab that silver armor power up before we leave. So it's gonna be very, you know, very, it's definitely gonna work out, that's what I mean to say. Yeah, fight each other. There you go. When you are done fighting each other, then you can come and try to take me on. There you go. Cherry tap that last gargle with the elven one. Do I hear another one of those night enemies? I thought I heard that like kinda well, it's not like that, but it's similar to that. I guess now finally you know, these little alcoves opened up. I was wondering when that would happen. Anything else right here that I may have missed that I could pick up? This is where I came from, with that little cage area. And we already know that the only secret in this place is... oh, there's the... yeah. Let's refill our claw stuff as well. We can take another detour back to the place where all those drops were and pick those back up. And just pick up any more of those that we see along the way. The bars that are over here, did those open up back up? Maybe not over there, but the ones that like lead up to between all the stairs. Where is that actually? Okay, there's the secret, and there's fucking imp just gargoyle just floating over there, just waiting for me to telefrag it, but let's not. Let's go the more boring way and just shoot at it from a distance, I guess. Just probably could have telefragged that guy. Okay, yeah, the stairs are near here, and yeah, those bars, I guess, are unfortunately. Okay, they do stay, but also we can just turn them back off, I guess. So it doesn't matter, so let's just grab all of them. And there's the last enemy anyway, so there should be anything left around here that can, yeah, just let's grab all of the claw orbs we can, fill this up as much as we can. Just not walking right past them. It's not quite enough to fill it all the way back up, but they're close. Maybe there's like one or two more that we can find elsewhere. And before we leave this place, let's take the teleport and enchanted shield acquired. The one secret displays acquired, and now we're, yeah, we got everything. The thing we're missing is some extra stuff that we could get for the. I guess we can pick up the rune stuff, just like one thing, and then hell stuff. Never mind, that's what it's called. I've been calling it rune stuff, but maybe that's a different thing. Yeah, I can think that rune stuff might be like a different thing from a different game. Now that I'm thinking about it, I see there's actually like a... I don't remember what it would have been, but some specific game that I may have played at some point, or at least looked at some point in the recent past, where the premise of the game is that there's something called a rune staff, and like a big deal in the lore of that game. The rune staff are the rune bearers, or like whoever has the rune staff is the rune bearer or whatever, or the something like that. I don't remember what it is I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure I was looking at something like that. Recent past, but definitely nothing to do with this, I guess. And yeah, I like catch sight of any more drop ammo, which I don't think I will. Let's just get the hell out of here. Let's go here with this keys that we have. We can open this door and move on past the Crimson Palace. I think it's just level 3, so you know, pretty elaborate levels as you expect. New episodes. Now entering Watergate. Oh boy. Well, I am not a crook, but it might behoove me to figure out how to kill everything that may be around here. Okay, but sure I know what music track is supposed to be being remixed right now. I don't remember like specific levels that it would have laid in the vanilla game though. Let's take a peek at what we got. We got more gargoyles, and some of them are, you know, attacking. I hear those scratching noises, and I have to wonder why, since none of them are like right up to me or anything. Oh shit, fuck. Okay, the other buggies are trying to shoot at me. And there goes my fucking upgraded armor already. It's been tarnished. It's got wear and tear on it. Unacceptable. But not so unacceptable that I'm gonna, you know, fall back to my my habits in a lot of these games of just spamming fucking, you know, saves coming really hard to the point that it gets ridiculous. Like, pretty much had to do with blood for the reasons that I mentioned earlier. Just so many hit-scan enemies in that game. This nice little tiled mosaic, even though I'm pretty sure that has like a sinister connotation in this game because... oh shit. I'm sure the reason that those exist is because the main villain of this game, the Spiral Warship, has like some kind of mastery over water or something, but reason he is associated with water is that he's able to like easily use it to spread some kind of like spooky gross corruption or something. And when I eventually play Heretic 2, because, you know, the thing about Heretic and Hexen games is that, like, each one of them, at least for the first 3, which are Heretic, Hexen, and Hexen 2, each one of those is supposed to take place in a separate world. Even though they're, like, kind of, related in that, like, the villains of those games, the Serpent Riders, are, like, from a spooky hell dimension that can connect to all of those worlds. That's why... like, each one of them ended up in one of those worlds and became the main villain in its respective story. But then, the 4th game that came out in this series, which is Heretic 2, you know, kind of go full circle with that, does come back to the world of Heretic 1, as you might expect, and it's actually a follow-up to the story of Heretic 1. I wonder when I eventually get around to playing through that, which will be hopefully in the relatively near future, right here. Oh, fuck. Okay, that guy's new as well. I wonder if they have to, if they're gonna like keep that motif of like Spiral being associated with, oh fuck, with yeah, that wasn't expected, with water. Because the Spiral is like also supposed to be like in the lore of that game from what I remember. I definitely remember enemies in at least one game in this style that's, you know, do what this bro is doing. It just fucking tries to charge you and do that, but I remember if it was like anything to do with Heretic or Hexen though. Oh my god, maybe it was, yeah, maybe it was a build engine game enemy that did that, I'm thinking of. Like Duke 3D or something, I don't know, or even Shadow Warrior. Sure that some, at least one other person will thought the same thing that I just thought and figure out exactly what that guy is supposed to remind me of, but I don't know right now. Yeah, it's this, the door that was not open before. How many enemies we got? We got even more enemies in this level, so... and 7 secrets, so... I guess should be more fiercely trying to find those secrets here. Maybe there's already one over there missed, but maybe not. And this is E1 and 4, by the way. Keep that in mind. Anything back here? No, there's like little block started out. So, what enemies are here, like inside? I hear things. I don't see any more things right now. Okay, there's an Ophidian over there. Where is where do you just dispatch in a timely fashion? There you go. But I don't really see anything else. It's like within my sights here. I can actually get to me here. Kinda wonder what this dude who shows up in some of the other is supposed to like represent. Is that like one of the enslaved like elves of this universe? Is that supposed to be like this what the sparrow looks like under the fucking nerdy ass robes that he wears? Does he just look like just a fancy old fuck yet? Speaking of devils, he does just look like a fancy version of those fucking disciples. He wears red robes instead of black. And he's riding a lot of the serpents, but I don't think you ever find out, like at least in what the fuck? Oh, Heretic, what the oh shit. Like what he looks like under the robes, that's what I was gonna say, but I said what the fuck because I noticed that I have so few arch flasks, and I have to wonder why. I'm pretty sure I had more than this many when I came into this level, so maybe that's like part of the item rebalancing thing. You like lose your quartz flasks when you go from one level to the next. I can pay attention to that from now on. Would be very strange to be sure, but I guess it would be kind of like in, I don't know, Thief or something where... I mean, presumably at least the new levels would be balanced around that, and you know, like the way they do it in Thief, they take away any unspent consumable items that you, oh shit, that you have at the end of a level that didn't use, you just lose them. So that it kind of encourages you to, you know, use them when you have the chance to. Oh dear. How many mummies are chasing me right now? I'm another serpent, probably. Well, you know, that means time to break out the old stuff. Hopefully these shots are actually hitting, because it would be a tragedy if they weren't. There we go. Oh dear. It's fucking dude with the other one so we can pick this up with a little less guilt. And yeah, I guess the same goes for the time bomb of the ancients, because I would like to imagine that my bag of okay, no, apparently that's the same deal. Need my bag of holding fucking make it so I can hold more of that as well, which would be weird because you know the counter for what? There's like an item count for those. It's not like an ammo count, but no, apparently. Yes, I had not noticed. Apparently, you just lose all your items, or at least your multiples of any items that you might have when you go from one level to the next, which I'm a little conflicted about, but I guess I'll live with it, at least for the duration of one episode. If it was more than that, then I would probably have to reconsider, but hopes I can live with that. It would kind of suck if I had, you know, multiple rings of invincibility and I lost one, though. Like, even one, I should say. I lost any of them at all. Oh gosh, okay. I think they might be, you know, in a fight with fucking... yeah, the Ophidians that are kind of shooting at over there, so I guess we'll let that play out. Did you kiss and make up? What happened? Well, they're not shooting at the other one anymore, so maybe they killed one. Maybe they killed one of the serpents, which I suppose would, something that I would consider as having panned out in my favor. Now I still see two serpents here, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe they were shooting at a different set of Ophidians, but... oh dear, okay. There we go, okay. See if I can deal with the rest of these fuckers with the crossbow. Well, kind of a long ways off. Maybe not. Those guys, dear. Okay, well, at least one of the ones I was in here died. Oh, no, never mind. At least one of them died, but maybe he was just hiding in a corner. Oh shit, oh fuck. I remember that, there's like a God, look at those guys trying to shoot at me from a distance. Going in all of this, I know wait a little bit longer. A little quicker, because trying to be efficient. Yep, well, the critical geo may have also been something that I could have waited a little bit longer to pick up, but I didn't care about as much. Trying to conserve ammo for the fucking ones. Speaking of the... oh fuck. I dodged that by sheer chance. You know the other one I was gonna say. Let's just take out this thing and pop a few more crossbow bolts on those guys. And okay, they're fighting something over there. That's not me. I guess I'll just happily accept that. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot this fucking picture. Well, whatever. That's okay, we have another one back there. Can we get over there from where we are right now? I am running right now, but we can get on this ledge, but I don't think we can get higher than that, so maybe we're not supposed to look over there yet. Well, keep an eye on that book, that Tome of Power over there, because I get the feeling that that might be one of the secrets that we have to find in this level. And we get on that ledge there, because I feel like maybe we can get to where that waterfall is hitting. We might be able to find something, but not. Maybe not. I don't remember if this is the game that like also introduced the fucking Wings of Ruin or whatever, right? Or that lets you fly around. Because that's in Hexen as well, but in Hexen that's like something at the end of each hub. Like as a way to like let you explore freely now that you come to the hub. Find anything that you might have missed. Okay, so that dude is to fight the disciples up there. That's good. That's child behavior, but unfortunately you're not very good at it, so I have to take control here myself and deal with this. And there's more. There's a lot of fucking zero crossbow ammo, I guess you can just find lying around in this level. I don't know why. Maybe it's just courtesy. Like they figure at this point you gotta have some better weapons, so here's some ammo for them. But also ammo for the fucking Elven ones, which is, you know, weird. No, there's another Phoenix rather. I will gladly take the extra ammo that I can get from picking that up, but first let's do that. The mommy and the fucking knight. Dreadful knight, I don't know. I'm sure all these enemies have official names, I just can't remember what the fuck most of them are right now. Are you fighting each other? No, I think they're both trying to kill me. That's unfortunate. Oh, whoop. Dead. Just need to do the tap. Doing pretty well in the enemy extermination, at least. But here. Get more fucking... these things. So they're not gonna come out of the woodwork here. Like... we gotta kind of, you know, deal with them in a prompt manner. There we go. Yeah, that's about it for stuff we need to deal with. We've got a couple of those torches so far, but I don't think we've come across any, like, areas that were particularly dark, where it would really make sense to use them, because that's, you know, that's what they're for. They're for lighting up dark areas, but I don't think we've even found anything like that yet in this episode. Oh shit. But yeah, I guess we're at least gotten to the point where the ammo drops are sufficient enough that we can just comfortably just use whatever we want without too much fear of running low. it was kind of the case in some of the earlier levels. Have to play through there, but oh shit! Oh fuck! Okay, that's not so good. I am out of extra armor, which means that it's probably a good idea to go back now and grab that shield that I saw over here, which I think I avoided picking up for this very reason. No, I just can't get to it yet though. Shit. Never mind. I'm kind of looking for a way that I can possibly get over there. Like, how do I get over there? That's my question. How do I make this thing come down? Somebody there's a way, but fumbling around with the architecture here doesn't seem to be okay. Never mind. You see, it doesn't seem to be yielding many results yet. Okay, apparently that did not count as a secret. I figured. It's just for the fucking. I guess maybe the maybe if I hadn't killed the fucking disciples that were back here ahead of time, they would have opened this up on their own. It didn't count as a secret. Okay, never mind, I did not do that. Okay, now we can get there. But then I just fell. Never mind. What if I just get up here and then... Oh, goodness, okay. I was fully expecting there to be a... Okay, apparently this counts as a secret. There you go, figure. Well, like I said, I will gladly take the extra ammo for this thing. The whole... Oh, well, 2 extra... Phoenix Rod charges that I always forget. Okay, now more enemies have shown up. There's these two... These 2 jerks. Yeah. And, there's a secret teleporter there, I guess. Well, can we? Yeah, we can do that, and we can get across from here. There we go. Floater shield acquired. Heals acquired. Let's find out. Heals. On the secret area. Wait, okay, yeah, there we go. Alright. It's the very area that I was looking at earlier. Which is where that tower power was, so... You know, I like it when something does come full circle like that. It's gratifying. Okay, we can pick up one of these. Now I'm gonna show you. Mission track. Let's leave the rest of these alone. Oh, rest of these alone. Back for more of that. We haven't found any keys yet, so I would presume that I've got, like, at least more to do here. I do see a yellow key on the map. And apparently we can go here. Once we have that yellow key, but... Oh yeah, there's bars back here that... Oh shit, never mind, apparently we can, in fact... Open that up right now. Didn't try it before. Oh, 1 second, let me... Let me get my bearings here, fellas. You're being overbearing. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's one more back there. Is there? Yes, there is. But since we have just one left, let's give him the deluxe treatment of being fucking cherry tapped with a weak sauce weapon. Oh shit. Okay, I was wondering when that was going to happen. Okay. Figured that was too. Just focus on the ones that are, you know, coming up to me right now, dear. Okay, that slip past the line here and reach me. They get dealt with. And now the other ones on the other side here are now also open. I also figured what would happen. Good here. Oh, we have plenty of fucking not Death Claw. Dragon Claw. I'm gonna keep making that mistake. Imagine. You know Death Claws, did you know that in Fallout 1, like, apparently there's more law pertaining to the Death Claws in the other Fallout games. And in Fallout 1 at least, there's like only one implication as to like what creature the Death Claw could have been before it mutated horribly. And the implication there is that the Deathclaw was originally a raccoon, and there's in fact concept art of the original, like, vision for the Deathclaw, which does show, like, raccoon-ish traits. So that's something. Oh boy, I guess this counts as a secret. Health stuff, and I'll take a way out of here, thank you. Yeah, this whole little alcove back here was completely optional just for a secret. But we'll take it, because we do like our secrets, and we do like to exterminate as many of the enemies as we can. And we also like to replenish our health when it's not full. Really like that. Yeah, I better remember that there's an extra silver shield over here. And then as long as I've got like a lot of dragon claw ammo. See if I can take another shot at the other Ophidians that are all shit in the distance here. Oh shit, fuck. And anything else I can do back here for that matter. Letting these pot shots hit me. I'm feeding right now. That's okay. This is really not working out, hey? Okay, one of them's dead. More of them though. I believe there's one of them now. Certainly taking aim at me. And there's some dude over there, but I don't think he can get a clear shot at me at least. Oops. Gladly not let you get away with whatever you're trying to do. Oh dear, okay, I think I killed him. At least the ones that I can shoot at from here. Maybe there's some in that cell. You too. I can... oh shit, I almost died. There's a lot of my health. I'll grab that silver shield now that it's, you know, my armor's all gone. Maybe pop a couple of these... oh, these quartz flasks, but I can also just, you know, grab one of these vials. Do I need that? Do I want that right now? No, I don't. Give me big enough. There we go. That'll do for now, I think. We're actually in very good shape as far as everything right now. We've out the little Ophidian infestation in that room. Hey, speaking of devil, there's another one here. Shit. Well, I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but we can certainly deal with that. Pick ourselves up from that. Still don't have any keys, like this. So we're gonna have to move back into the fray here for a moment and see if I can hunt for one of these keys. What's up there? That's just a decoration thing. Here? Hold on. Okay, we got this guy. Because we missed. I was walking here just a minute ago for some reason. And his whole family, for that matter. I don't know where the fuck he came from. Down here, maybe? Yeah, maybe. Okay, no, this does look like... okay, never mind, let's see. Like there might be a secret here, I was gonna say, because this is... you know, the kind of marking that usually indicates, hey look, the texture here is different, that means you should investigate. You know, do the... oh, fuck. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. Step on the platform so you can calm down and then I can shoot you in the face. Come on. Why are you gonna be so rude that you're gonna make me come up with you? All the secrets. Only missing 3. I only did the doom wall hopping against the wall that had a different texture. This is our watch. As always, I guess. Imagine if you fucking get stuck down here and you don't have like any extra ammo at all. I guess you just run away at that point. Actually hitting that dude? I don't know, it won't let my game any higher, I don't think. Come on, Hex engine, cooperate. How the fuck am I getting shot? Okay, that's how. Fuckers up there. That's not very nice. Are those imps or are they... no, those are Ophidians. There's at least one Ophidian over there that is... okay, and now there isn't. Okay, that's good. At least cleaning house ahead of time. Being proactive. A few senses. Okay, now would be a good time to get some more of the ethereal quivers that we left behind here and there. Okay, sure. Oh, and there's a one of those urns back there, I'm pretty sure. That's something else I was gonna talk about earlier, but just completely slipped my mind, because I couldn't remember if that was a thing that existed in this game, or if it was only in Hexen, but yeah, the urns are like the stronger versions of the flasks? No, yeah, the quartz flasks that they restore 25 health each, but the urns just heal you fully, I'm pretty sure. Don't have any keys, so the little project I was going to go on to. Well, grab the gold key that's probably in here. Went completely by the wayside, because I got distracted by the axe hand dudes that came out of nowhere. But yeah, I would imagine that we get in there by going behind the store, but I don't know how to open it quite yet. Maybe doing that? Nope. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna waste time over there. What could you? Hold on. Get back in here. I get the feeling that what we're seeking might be actually. Before I forget, let me grab this. There we go. Might be back here. This might connect to. Base we're trying to get to, because yeah, there's a switch that we never pressed. Huh, we used up a lot of ammo for the dragon claw. Well, there we go, that's how that door opens. We already did get up there. And there's another figure squad. So there's a lot of them, maybe though, like I said, in the, vanilla Heretic, these guys only show up in episode 3, I'm pretty sure. They're like there to let you know that fucking game's mercy is running low. Wonder, I guess maybe if I let these enemies kill me, they'll probably like the game will probably give me a message that's like, so and so was killed by this enemy, but don't want to sacrifice myself just for that, even if I just reload immediately afterwards, so I'll just maintain the mystery, maybe I'll look at the whatever they're supposed to be called, like look that up later. These dudes are there up here in these ramparts. I think that's the last one. Give yourself quite a bit of ammo for the dual crossbow there to deal with that, but at least we can get the yellow key now, I would hope. It's right there. And get out of here as well. And grab that morphobin as well. Which, like I said, just keep alluding to something that's pretty useful that I'm probably not gonna use just because of the, how reticent I am to using up items. And I was just talking about, I think just the level before this one, how the, I'm such an item hoarder in these games that basically never use them, and then when I get to the final boss I have a giant stockpile of them, but I guess if that whole thing is in effect that I observed earlier, where they take away any extras that you have when moving from one level to the next, then that might be a moot point. Actually be better to use them. I only got 65 more enemies to kill in this level. The whatchamacallit, now that we've done the thing. What the fuck am I referring to? I'm trying to like keep my own thoughts straight, but I can't. No, but we observe that, I guess. And so we're going to be getting a refill on our other weapons, because I did remember that there were a couple of pickups for the other crossbow left back in here. That's where it came back from. We can head over to the yellow key path, which is where? Remember? Is it in the south? Yeah, I think it might have been in the south. Maybe back over there. Yeah, there's like items up in these pillars, presumably, I don't know, we just like rush off and that's how we grab them? Yeah, I guess so. If you want to grab them, which I don't think we can grab either of them. So, okay, never mind. There's another secret there. I guess we should look into. Oh shit. Oh. There we go. Fiber ethereal arrows, but I guess that didn't count as a secret because that did not get marked on the list of secrets just now. Well, I probably wouldn't have remembered that. That was over there anyway. To remember, where am I right now? Okay, yeah, we haven't gone this way, so maybe now we can find some enemies to turn into chickens, which I'm pretty sure is what the Morpholum does, you know, just incidentally. And in Hexen you have a similar item called a porculator, which turns them into piggies instead. They're like super weak, but they do still have a very basic attack that they can do. Well, they just try to peck or bite you depending on the game. And I do remember this because I'm pretty sure that's a cheat that you can do in this game. Turn yourself into a chicken. And I'm pretty sure that in this game is multiplayer, which you know is a thing that exists. That's what you can do to your people that you're playing against. You can use the Morpholum on them and turn them into chickens, and you can be yourself turned into a chicken the same way. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of fucking like an older game. Fucking Catacomb 3 or something, because like the animation on that dude does remind me of the way that there's actually kind of an interesting history between the demons from Doom and like what their predecessors are in other games of that same style that like predate Doom. Those fucking, you know, the Catacomb games were actually very, very basic early shooter games that were done by id, which predate like even Wolfenstein 3D, the first one of those does. And in that game, and there's actually an even more basic game that came before those called Harbor Tank 3D, which was even more prototypical and basic. And in Harbor Tank 3D, one enemy that ended up reappearing in all of the Catacomb games was like a big demon that had a very recognizable kind of form of attack. And, you know, how fortuitous. Hold on. Let me see if I can... Oh shit, fuck, I wasted that. Hold on, I didn't realize what happened immediately. Well, that's why I saved. Make use of this. Transform chickens into chickens, like these guys. There we go. That's sufficient enough, I guess. Now these chickens are gonna try to peck me, but it's gonna... I suspect. Anyway, I was saying, yeah, the demons in fucking Harbor Tank 3D and Catacomb 3D have like a very recognizable like animation sequence where they like have like maybe 3 frames where they wind up a punch, a swipe, an attack, and they swipe at you basically. And that was the basis for the very same animation that some of the enemies in Doom ended up using with the like the way that the Hell Knights and the Barons of Hell attack you in Doom. It's basically that. Oh shit, they turned back. What? I didn't realize they turned back after a while. That I did not remember. Although, a bit of a waste in that case, but no, there's another one. Hold on. Are there any more chickens? And please let me kill them when there's still chickens. Oh well. I suppose that was my hubris. Thinking that, oh shit. Look, I've turned you into a chicken, now we're gonna die a very funny death, and there's nothing you can do about it, but no, it just wears off. Alright. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like the we're seeing from animation that those new enemies, the ones that dash at you, have is like probably has that same thing as the basis, because that's it looks very familiar to me. And hey, the design for those demons from Catacomb and from Harbor Tank also, it's like the visual basis for the pink demons in Doom. Ended up branching off, I guess, being a composite in a way. Anyway, perhaps we might talk about reused assets in video games of this type. Or at least, like, the equivalent of trading assets that you yourself created earlier, presumably. You're getting over there. Can I get to that guy, or... I gotta have to shoot him from way over here. I might have to shoot him from way over here. Oh, we've done this before, so let's get on with it here. Try not to let that guy live. There we go. And we get a refill right here, so that's convenient. Maybe we're supposed to fall down here, because I don't see anywhere else we can go that we even know. Shit. Gun. I get rudely shot at from many directions. And there's another fucking Ophidian that's also shooting at us as part of this whole thing. Well, I can deal with this. We've dealt with worse. There's many Ophidians actually, they're the only ones surviving at this point. For the most part. Alright, now what? Do we get out of here? Do we... Oh, okay. That's how. But hopefully going down there did make this... Yeah, these gates have gone down. So I can get over here. Get all the stuff that I want. Hopefully. I mean, that's... I would like that Ring of Invincibility. I guess we... Oh, and the map is there too. Doesn't look like I can get to it right now, so... Probably check whatever's behind this door, maybe, possibly, perhaps, but this door is not opening right now. What about this one here? Nope. Oh, shoot. What else can I do? Is there a switch? Okay, yes there is. That makes those doors open. Another host of enemies that we can call out. I can get harassed by, but... It's not as bad as it could be. There's always a way to look at it, I think. In retrospect, I did bitch about the, you know, big old difficulty increase in the episodes that were added to this game in Shadow of the Serpent Riders, but after having played quite a few more of this style of game, like over the past 12 months on my own, I did a lot of those, and in retrospect, you know, this game is like a lot, it feels a lot better to deal with than so many more of those games that have like lots and lots of fucking Hexen enemies, like I said. Like the most obnoxious thing that you can be faced with in many such games. Oh dear lord, okay, there's an Iron Witch. I will always have a good deal of contempt in my heart for the Iron Leeches, I'll say that. I do remember the Iron Leeches being like, oh shit, okay, I just got pushed back by an Iron Leech tornado into the teleporter. I wasn't expecting that. Where the fuck am I getting back here? Please remove yourself from life. Okay, damn it. Well, that's the person I died then. I'll go after this, so it's not too bad. We're right here. The Iron Leech is definitely on the loose, I can hear it. But we won't have to be too bothered with that right now. Oh shit, God. I say, but remains to be seen how true that is. Oh wait, here it comes. Oh, and there's two Iron Leeches, I just realized. It's not even like just the one. One of them's dead. If I could run away from the other one, that would be great. Oh, there's the fucking tornado. I think the tornado does disappear sooner if you let it hit you, but that's exactly what I don't want. Well, one part of that's what I don't want. You should probably figure out which I mean when I say that. Alright, Iron Leech, where are you? Where the fuck are you? You're back there. Okay. Now that I know that, I get kicked out. Pretty sure the Iron Leeches are immune to more falling as well. But they drop one, maybe? Yeah. I could have tested it if there was one left, but that's one limitation for the game to throw another one at me. There are now less than 10 enemies remaining to appear. Okay, let's have to kill this fucker. Hold on. Oh, and we're the limit for how many Phoenix Rod ammo we can get, which is 40. Okay, that's fair enough. Heals device. I don't remember what that does either. I guess that might be a good time to like scroll through these and figure this out. Okay, we know what this does, I know what this does, I know what this does. This is invisibility, right? Or like temporarily obscure presence, and the torch just lights away. Surroundings, the ring of invincibility. It's self-explanatory. The morpho interceptions. What about this though? Instantly teleport to the start of the map. Okay, that I do not remember. I guess it could be useful. But right now, let's grab anything that would be here just to restock. And that looks to me like that's a secret. That is a secret, yes. Did that open up, if anything? And I'm pretty sure I didn't even grab the green key, which I was supposed to. Oh, there we go. That makes those things gettable. But before we head back over there, let's grab the green key, which I think there was all recently that it came in here. There it is. I think it's all the way down. Yes, it's just be a matter of nabbing it. I'd like to imagine that we've cleaned out all the secrets here. Grab the map. That counts as a secret area? Well, that means the other one also counts as a secret area, so that's probably secret. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go back up. How do we do that? How do we... Over there. I guess we have to go around. Maybe? Possibly? I mean, where were we supposed to get? Okay. Are we grabbing that? Are we grabbing this? Which I'm surprised that I didn't grab before, actually. I think this is the way. Yeah, there we go. So if this is the final secret, then... Well, no, I guess this is not the final secret. I guess it's the third secret area with the other thing over here. So we did get 2 secrets for the price of 1, but could have gotten 3. We didn't. Well, we did get the green key, so I'd like to imagine that whatever's behind the green key door, which is where we're headed next, might be where the final secret is. We'll find out. Oh boy, that's a bit of a crowded hallway here. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, okay. Fight each other. There you go. That'll work out for me. Looking red guys look really resilient though. Surviving getting many swipes from this guy. This. Yeah, maybe if we head back over to where that water was, that's where the final secret is, or maybe I don't know if this is like this is gonna lead to the exit of the, or just gonna lead to a different area that's also secret? Question mark. Maybe that's what's gonna. That's the way to the exit. Maybe going through the big chamber in the middle, which is where the Ophidians were in the past. Step 10s. Oh, wait, what? Okay, no, that's the door. So here, another door opening. That's my wall hopping routine. Oh, yeah, no, it looks like the exit is there. So, oh fuck. Dude, come on. By the way, how are there 3 enemies left? Okay, that's 20 enemies. That's what I thought it was going to be, actually. I thought it was going to be more. Well, I guess we have to teleport back out of here. So where does the teleport put us exactly? Here, okay, that's pretty convenient actually. Let's see. Oh no, it looks to me though like we need the blue key. We're probably gonna be needing that to. Oh shit! Fuck. Okay, you come from? Hold on, we're gonna deal with this dude. To not get fucking jump scared by him. We cornered immediately. There we go. The blue key obtained. And presumably now we can leave the level? I don't know. I mean, there still wasn't a clear path between the entrance to that big room where all the Ophidians were and You know, the exit, which can be seen across from here. And there's a lot of feeding over there, so presumably, no, we need to, like, find a way to get over where that guy is. Over. Oh, he's dead now. Now one enemy left. It might be behind the exit door, or it might not be. I would like to know how to get back there. Maybe we go back to the green door? Hold on. Oh, we could have used the... well, whatever. No, I'm pretty sure we got everything that we can here. So, I don't know. Like, we've hit all these switches and I'm not really sure what they do, though. That's the thing. It looks a little suspicious, but I guess we can't open it. It's just there for decoration. Nobody got that. I don't remember if there was like a separate blue door. It looks to me like the only thing that's missing at this point is just, you know, the stuff that's to do with the exit door. So I don't even know. There's one. What if I were to over that? We have to go over here and then go there? No, there's a teleporter, right? That brings us there. That ledge, yeah. Which I just missed somehow. Let me try that again. Okay, oh, that's okay. How are we gonna do this? How did I do this in the first place? That's how. You know how I messed it up again multiple times. But... okay, we're here. Huh. Okay, well, what about this place? Because it looks like some part of it are kind of grayed out on the map, and I don't know why. Guess we'll try that again. Damn it. Hold on. Just reload, because I don't know. I'm a little suspicious of this, but I can actually get up here, but it doesn't seem like there's anything here. Guess that's not it. No, I'm actually a little bit stumped right now, because I'm like simultaneously looking for a secret and the last secret that we're supposed to find here, and also trying to figure out just what it is that we're supposed to do to get to the exit door, because I haven't figured that out either. It's a bit of a mystery to me. Oh yeah, there's this. So presumably this is the last secret, actually. I forgot about this. We can earn. Can we like get to it from elsewhere? No, I don't think we can. Can we like walk along this tiny ledge and get there? I don't know. That does seem like the kind of thing, the ladder that would be a secret. Oh wait, what? Okay, no, that's it. I am like spamming the use key, and I think that's gonna cause anything to happen. And I thought it might have for just a moment there, but then it didn't. Just being fooled, bamboozled. I need to go. Or do to get to that urn is my question. I don't know. A little frustrating. Might have to look into this. Just to not leave empty-handed, but... well, I'm trying. I'm looking here and there and everywhere. But all is not going well. Go closed. And even if it weren't, I can't even get up there, I can't jump, so... how would I get up there? Maybe... no, this will just not come down if I, like, ask it nicely, so... I don't know, it's a bit of a mystery to me at this point. I'll tell you what, let me see if I can... Let's get across the pit here, is it possible? Because it seems like I'm always gonna fall if I try to make that run, make that gap. There's nothing that I should activate here that I haven't somehow. I mean, switch there, and there's another switch overlooking this room, and I've activated them both, so... Don't really know what could possibly be missing here. I don't know, but I do believe that I want to wrap things up, possibly right after I finish this level, so it could be a bit awkward. The fact that I can't figure out how to leave, or even get the last secret or even leave, I'd say. There's probably a teleporter there, so maybe we're supposed to find where that connects to. What about the other little over there? There's supposed to be I'm supposed to be looking straight at another little alcove over it. Ophidians were hanging out, but maybe not. Maybe there were only 3 Ophidian alcoves. We have to go find the teleporter that leads us to the final Ophidian alcove. I really don't know what be. That's, I don't know, it's a mystery to me. So you can try going in the little canal down here again. That's where we found the blue key, but yes, it's the... I would presume it's what we need to open the exit door, but we can't get to the exit door. That's the thing. Go up here. This did count as a secret area, but we already cleaned it out. The fact that we did that. I guess we do have to go find this teleporter. Take a look, to be honest with you. Not here. Not behind a green door, I would expect. No, I just looked here and there wasn't anything here. The dead end. I guess if I go... I don't know, what places have I looked at in this level that have teleporters? Like if we go to the opposite end behind the yellow door? Somewhere in here? I mean... There's nothing there. There's that. There's the place there where I fought the iron leeches. Maybe there? I guess I never did go behind that teleporter, did I? This timeline, I think. Maybe I should do that. Hold on. Oh, yeah, maybe this is it. Okay. That was dumb. I suppose that must have been it. Well, as long as I'm here, let me see if there's like anything else there. Pay attention to. Is there a second teleporter? There is in fact a second teleporter, yes. Does it lead to the same place? It looks like it does lead to the same place, yes. Well, there we go. Okay. Suppose that was the missing step, so I wonder if any of that would have opened up the secrets. Oh, because I would definitely like to pick that up before I leave, but no, it looks like this is still not open, so go figure. What the fuck could I do to get there? And there is a little, you know, jutting part of the room that seems like it would have this right behind it, and that's here, but the use key does nothing here. So maybe we have to like open that up with something else, like stepping on something else, maybe making a switch. Doing something else in this room, I would expect, I would hope. Where else are you gonna look? Oh, there's not like miserable secrets, that would kinda suck, because I know that that's, you know, making some of these games. In Doom anyway. I don't remember if that was the case in Heretic, but I remember actually also did a Doom randomizer once. or multi-world. And for that one, now you know the options do have to like take into consideration that you need to be able to reset the level sometimes, because some of the pickups that are checks that you get from secrets are in fact missable, so you might have to reset the level to be able to get them if you didn't manage to get them the first time. But yeah, right now I don't know why. Oh, I'm not able to find the fucking secret passageway that presumably will open up back here, maybe. Somewhere along this wall. And let me add that secret. I'm like pumping every wall possible, and yet I'm not finding anything, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to like find or defer to an external source, because I would rather not leave out the secret and like right at the end of the stream anyway, so. There. So I guess, yeah, into that. I can't figure this out. It seems like it's, you know, this secret has defeated me. I can't actually get there. Well, let me check if nothing else, like, okay, yeah, the water is gonna up, so at least we can reach the exit door. Is there gonna be another enemy behind the exit door? Let's see. Other things that I'm wondering, no, apparently the answer is no. So I don't know where the fuck the one enemy remaining in this level is either. So I could just leave, but no. Let's just wrap this up. Let me over here. I have no reason to believe that this is not the last secret. Okay, where would I look into this? I guess here. It's called Watergate, right? This level. Urban secret. Okay, this already has a whole thing on the Doom Wiki. Let me see. Burn. Come on. Here we go. Through the water, north of yellow key building. Wait, that's not it. Parts of the wall and secret number 3 is slightly recessed. What? Well, what is secret number 3? Passing through secret number 2. Morse mural in the fountain room, revealing a teleporter, Tomb of Power, part of the wall. Okay, so what the fuck happened to this? We don't even have to look around here, but we have to look around here? I was right to get suspicious about this place, but I never found anything else that seemed like it did anything, but apparently this is where I need to be looking. Hold on. I don't know how I can't fucking not jump, but you know what I mean. There, okay, so if I go here, apparently, oh my, this. Oh, and there's, I found the last guy. Right, yeah, that's really hard to notice, I'm sorry. And apparently hitting that switch, that's gonna be the key to opening it up this thing that's all the way over here. But we did it, we got the mystic urn, and we found a final secret, and we get to wrap up the levels. Get like halfway through the episode. Missed one item apparently, but I'm pretty sure that's just because we had too much stuff. Move on to the correctional temple. Yeah, well, doesn't seem like any of those dudes have noticed me yet, so this I'd like to save the game. What a new save. Quick save, load save. Heretic Faith Renewed. Oh, presumably I had another quick save that I make into hard saving one of the other things in yeah. Oh, never mind, I have them, because I forgot there's, you know, fucking Heretic 1 in this collection is considered like conflated with Shadow of the Serpent Riders. I forgot about that, so I do have hard saves in all these. Oh, and something fucking spam. Shut up. That's the second spam what I've had to deal with today, and I do not appreciate it. At least it looks like the leg and tail, actually. that showed up on the chat plugin at all, because I get the feeling that that was just immediately picked up as spam. So that's nice, at least. Definitely get reflected on the stream. But yeah, I think we're just gonna wrap up here. For the time being, we'll be coming back to this hopefully in the near future. Hopefully in the pretty near future. I did. Well, part of the reason I got held up earlier was that. Oh shit, I forgot. I have water and I didn't drink any water, and this used to have a bunch of ice cubes in it. Now they're all gone. And that's what happens. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, part of the reason I got held up earlier was to inform me that apparently I'm definitely not going to be able to have a stream on Friday, so there's that. I guess I'll see if I can squeeze in a few more at different times if, if circumstances permit. But for the time being, let me resume this. I forgot this thing was also here. Oh yeah, just a little bit louder than I remember, because I do have it a little bit turned up more than normal. I mean, at like actually 100% instead of, I usually turn it down a bit, the music stuff, because it does tend to be a little louder than I'm expecting, but yeah, that's what's on the menu for the immediate future at least. I'll be doing the new bonus episode for Heretic, which with any luck I should be able to complete in one more stream. All goes well. I managed to get a little bit more time and not start like way late for a number of reasons, which are not altogether within my control, like on this occasion. And once that's done, also do the new hub in Hexen, which I think is just one new hub. So look into that real quick. Which will hopefully be just a similar amount of time. I guess I can just click a few of these things and figure out what Vestiges of Grandeur is the new thing. A new episode for Hexen. Few maps. It looks like it's about the same, so there you go. You can read out apparently there's like a thing with Fate Renewed. There's apparently a story, yeah. With Fate Renewed, I can just read it out now. Seems like a very fitting, piece of music that we're hearing right now to go with it. It's years after the plains were cleansed of the spiral's wretched influence, a wandering warrior in search of home arrives at a foreign land to discover the blighted stains of that old-time religion seeping through the cracks of society once more. In the fortified city, zealous acolytes stand high atop a decadent cathedral and listen to the lamentations echoing from the streets as non-believers are dragged away for correction. The shadow of the spiral lingers after death, his absence attributed to apotheosis. Once revered, now worshipped, deserving of neither. An all too familiar scene, and one you simply cannot stomach. Taking up the mantle of Heretic once more, you return to the city, staff in hand, to silence the echoes of your arch nemesis, so I guess there's just like the dregs of what happened to the spiral after the end of the vanilla game. It's not pretty much the same story as in Shadow of the Serpent Riders, so I'm fairly sure. I'm pretty sure you don't fight the spiral again at the end of any of the episodes, or either of the episodes for Shadow of the Serpent Riders. So. Oh well. Doesn't matter a whole lot, but it's, I don't know, I like to look into that kind of stuff a little bit more. Because it is like the same kind of stuff that was done with a little bit more care, a little more thought into it. And it's kind of reminiscent of the Diablo games, you know. A little bit more effort went into presenting that story, even if it is, you know, at the end of the day, a little bit more basic than the fluff would make it appear to be. But yeah, definitely We had a nice time with the new episode, and we'll continue it next time, which will hopefully be sometime soon. Probably won't be tomorrow, because I think I also got the terminal are probably gonna be held up a little bit around the time that I would usually want to start. So I just stream tomorrow, and there's a couple of other things I gotta take care of, but maybe sometime soon regardless. Like, I don't know, I can't do it on Fridays, or maybe Wednesday, or maybe even have time for it tomorrow, but I guess we'll see. If not, then probably either Wednesday or Thursday something, and maybe Sunday. I was actually thinking of doing something, yesterday, which was Sunday, but it was actually Dia de Muertos. But, happy Dia de Muertos, by the way, but something ended up happening that just ended up taking all of my time, so that didn't end up happening, but, well, we roll with the punches anyway. Yeah. Roll with the punches just like I am kind of going to do here, because I'm just like rambling on when I should be probably doing something else by now. So let's go ahead and wrap up at this point with that as the send off note. I will come back to finish up. What the fuck is this episode called again? Faith Renewed, a new episode from Heretic. Hopefully in the very near future, and then do some more Hexen, and then do a bit of a different step in the same universe that we have also not explored in the past, but will very soon. So that's been a long time coming, so take it easy, look forward to that, and I will just sign off now. I guess I don't think I have any more fanfare than that, not at this time. Nope. So I'll be seeing you for that very soon, I hope. Later.